85 won't have an answer for that. Now, let's see. There's no ore collector here. We have one ore collector, and Tingu is assembling a force, pressing it forward into Steaven85's base. Tingu continues to scout very nicely because he's got 2 Apollos and 2 Vindicators, and they are never getting destroyed, and in fact one of the Apollos is heroic. The bombers are both veteran but not heroic, but if they keep bombing stuff like that, they're going to be heroic. And one Apollo gets killed, another one goes back and is now at a heroic level. Steaven85 elects to back off. And let's see what kind of forest, green, what Steaven85 or Tingu has put together. Tingu, his economy is back rolling again. He once again has 4 ore collectors, so he's got a lot of money coming to him, and as a result he can produce, and he can also produce units out of 3 structures: a boot camp, an armor facility, and an air base. And as a result, Tingu is pushing forward. Also, he's got 2 multi-gunner turrets on the left side of his base. And here we go again with single Tengu harassment by Steaven85. That might go down. It might. I'm not sure what he's going to try to do with it. But while that's going on, Tingu, the Estonian, is pressing forward with a large mass of tanks. He's got 2 tanks, 2 IFVs, and about 10 peacekeepers. And in response, this is what Steaven85 has. So this is a very close fight between these two. It looks like the harassment was successful. No, it was not. The ore collector is still alive. As this is happening, I think that Tingu has got a lot of money that he can spend, and so this harassment, it just did not get the job done. The ore collector lived. The Tengu, the single Tengu died. There goes another 800 units of credits gone. And another attempt at a single Tengu harassment. This late in the game, these Tengu harassments tend to be more suicidal than anything, and that Tengu is going to die as well. So both players have a good economy, however, and they can produce a lot of units with their good economy. However, Steaven85 does only has 2 ore collecting unit producing structures, whereas Tingu has 3, and again we've got more harassment, more single Tengu harassment, and let's see what happens. Those bombers will take that out, and with the bomber at a heroic, it's now at a heroic level. I think that 1 bombing run will kill a Tengu. I believe that a heroic Vindicator bomber with 3 bombs can take out a Tengu, and if that's the case, goodbye. Wow, 2 heroic Vindicators. That's the price of sacrificing too many Tengus, single Tengus on suicide runs and giving them up to bombers. You end up, every unit, he's got 3 heroic air units, 1 heroic Apollo and 2 heroic Vindicators. So watch this Vindicator come in. There's no doubt this will die. There's no doubt. And it just took, and he just dropped 1 bomb. All he needed was 1 bomb, and down it goes. Let's take a look in Steaven85's base. So Steaven85 has a lot of tank busters. He is concerned about the armor that Green could put forward. And Tingu has put together a tier 3 army. He's now got 2 Mirage tanks, 3 Guardian tanks, a bunch of Peacekeepers, which are made to take on any tank busters that come along, and this is what Steaven85 has to fight that. I think Steaven85 is in a little bit of trouble. And again, Steaven85 will attempt harassment. And now Steaven85 has the defensive drones, which will allow his Mecha Tengus to live, and he will successfully harass this base as well. Now, while this is going on, Tingu, who may or may not have realized the 3rd ore refinery is here, he will no doubt wipe out that refinery. Steaven85 is hoping that this economic harassment will slow down Tingu's economy, but Tingu still has 2 refineries going. He's still cranking out Mirage tanks, and basically Tingu has the most massive, most powerful force on the board right now, being this right here. And there's nothing that Steaven85 has that can really do anything. Tingu will have to mess up something and allow tank busters to take that out. And checking it out, he's now back to 4 ore collectors. So his economy is back up again. And once again, he lays down a giant cryogeddon, splitting up Steaven85's armor. Splitting up all of his units. And I don't see anything. There's nothing Steaven85 is going to be able to do to this. He's got many frozen units that are just going to die to one shot. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 Mirage tanks. And he's put up the Emperor's Rage, but I just don't see that. It was a good fight by the tank busters to do a little bit of damage, but there's just no way that these tank busters, that this infantry will be able to withstand the peacekeepers plus the tanks. I think Tingu has moved on in this round. I think that he's going to move on to the grid round. And away goes the MCV. And that MCV is going to go. There's no way. So